fellas. Me, Professor, and y'all want to know how I'm doing. Well, whether you wanted to know if I'm doing okay or not, I'm a. You want to know if I'm happy or sad or whatever. I can tell you this: I'm content because to have the level of shit thrown at me, and I'm talking about people dropping bows on me, okay, straight arrows to the fucking head. Any chance they get, I'm not looking. They're doing something flying at me. And this is what happened. I moved away from this terrible, terrible part of Mexico in this little neighborhood that I really thought I was doing the right thing. I was helping out the neighborhood, helping to get it cleaned up. And then I was being accused of what is that called? I mean, fixing up the neighborhood. I had the state who had been holding on to funds. The municipality was holding funds for 3 years before they'd fix the fucking roads. So I did what we did in England, and every time I saw a pothole, we did in Colombia too, I would just take some white spray paint and draw a giant dick around the potholes. Eventually, people got the fucking message and came out and asphalted over the road. So the people who live there prefer to live in filth. They prefer to live in an area that is, by the way, 40 to 50 drug addicts per night, people stealing shit left and right, and they do nothing about it. It's like the land of apathy. So I, do what normal people do, and that is make a pinata that looks like a police officer and put it on my balcony and eliminated basically 99% of all the thievery for the next 3 years. And every night, that dummy that I put on the balcony, who looked like a real person, was being pushed by the wind left and right. I had planned on making it robotic to make it motion sensor and all this stuff, but it wasn't worth it. So instead, all I did was I made this person who made a pinata, made it look like me basically, and put a mask on it, face mask on it, a hat, a reflective vest on it, and it basically scared the living shit out of all the people who walked around at 3 to 5 o'clock in the morning. And so the result was people really took it personally that I said, "Oh, this place is fucking infested with thieves," and they tried to steal shit from me before I was even established there. So they took the light. This is a family, by the way, that lived about 3 or 4 houses down from me, and I used to go there and buy orange juice every morning. I was nice to this lady, and all of a sudden she started doing this arm crossing shit. And started looking at me serious, and I'm like, "What? What are you mad? Or are you cold?" And I was like, "Are you cold? Oh, so you're angry. What are you mad about?" And I couldn't figure it out for the fucking life of me. Well, I found out that these people really don't like people who don't look like them, that are not from there. And apparently, my improvements to the neighborhood, which means that instead of having shitty graffiti everywhere, I invited graffiti artists to come and do murals. I had contests where we would give 1,000 pesos out, which is about $50, for these guys to come and just paint over the whole wall in white, and then for these guys to do the most amazing artistry that muralists do. And that was a problem for them. Second, my dogs. You guys know I rescue dogs, and I had a new dog that we had rescued out of the sewer during a flood, and he had not been used to being around people, and this lady like tried to stomp on him, like stomp on his head. He was a friendly little dog, and this lady just tried to stomp on him, and I got it on video. And I'm sitting there watching this lady, and she just had the most disdain for me and all my visitors, which, by the way, I wasn't inviting a ton of Americans to come down. I was inviting any firefighter anywhere from anywhere in the world just to come visit If they wanted to stay, great. If they didn't want to stay, that's okay too. And so the flack I got for inviting foreigners, who, by the way, are not from rich countries that are come there to gentrify everything, as I was accused of doing gentrifying. No, instead, I got nothing but resistance. So we cleaned up the park, which, by the way, I'm in front of a park that we cleaned up here too. By the way, this had nothing compared. No, hey, nothing in comparison. Oh shit! Listen, guys, I gotta go. It's time to go to the gym, and it's time for me to roll. I love you too, and I'll see you later. Bye.